Out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
And here's a live view of our Boatworks sky cam on the southeast end of Lake Macatawa. Beautiful sight there. And one thing to know, look at Lake Macatawa, still unfrozen out there, and boy, oh boy, we're in the beginning of January. Eventually some colder air will make its way in, and has to. We're seeing temperatures out there around 50 degrees. I walked in this morning and I ran into Kyle Underwood, who's been filling in for Terry, and he goes, "Can you believe it? We actually have a temperature warmer now than Havana, Cuba." That's just amazing. And we continue with these mild temperatures. What's amazing, we're at 51 degrees in Big Rapids presently, 50 at the Gerald R. Ford International Airport. These temperatures are solidly 20 degrees warmer than average. Doesn't happen very often. 24-hour temperature change. Keep in mind, yesterday we had a high of 47 degrees, and we are warmer right now by 10 degrees than we were yesterday at the same time. Just remarkable. But you can kind of see where the peak of the warmth is right here in the Great Lakes. So this will be the warmest day in this stretch of weather. There's some cooler temperatures farther off to the west. These aren't temperatures. This is 24-hour temperature change. But as I put this into motion, you can see those temperatures not too much colder, but there is a cold front right in through here. And eventually that's going to bring in some slightly cooler temperatures in for the weekend. Cold front off to our west, a few high and mid-level clouds streaming along it, and an area of low pressure with this moisture well up into Canada. Wind speed out there at times enough to wiggle the head a little bit. 15 miles an hour out of the west-southwest in Grand Rapids, 8 Kalamazoo, also 8 in Muskegon. So at times a little breezy. 24-hour forecast for us. We'll continue with the mid and high level clouds at 6 o'clock. No precipitation. Temperature even at this hour, still 46 degrees in Grand Rapids. Most areas still in the mid-40s. There may be a couple upper 40s here and there. As we head towards midnight, and this forecast model shows a lot of mid and high level clouds. Temperatures will be cooling off in the mid-30s, but a great evening if you're heading out for dinner, especially considering the time of the year it is. 6 o'clock in the morning, right around the freezing mark in the Grand Rapids area, and probably mid-30s right along the lakeshore. West wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. As we roll through Saturday, marginally cooler in those temperatures. Instead of 50 at noon, 35 degrees, partly cloudy skies out there. And it looks like any chance of flurries will stay north of us over the weekend. 6 o'clock. Fair amount of, well, that's when the sun will be setting just prior to that, but a good-looking sunset once again. Here's the Storm Team 8-day forecast, just remarkably free of any significant weather until we head late in 8. Brett, this is the time I like to have an 8-day forecast, because you really need that 7th and 8th day to pick up on any significant weather out there. Finally, some colder temperatures.
Yeah.
I need something to talk about. You can see here, colder temperatures late next week, winter returns, and something I haven't seen in a long time, 8 to 14 day outlook, January 13th through the 19th, which would go beyond the 8-day forecast, does actually bring in some below average temperatures. And I've looked at these maps, throughout the course of the past, several months. That's one of the few that actually brings in below average temperatures. Hard to imagine right now we're at 50.
Yeah, I know. I'm not liking those below average temperatures, but that's just me talking here.
Right.
But I mean, if you want
a
something
lot
to
of
talk
people
about,
out there want some winter. You better be
careful. A whole lot
there.
of them out there. I know. We need some snow for those people. They deserve to have their snow so they can enjoy their snowmobiles and all their winter sports. But I mean, the thing to talk about right now is 50 degrees. Oh my gosh.
I know.
I'm going to go home and put shorts on. Thanks, Matt.